Target fuel confirmed.
Let's get the fuck out of here. No. You can take out those guys.
Garuda team, you've made it out of the combat zone. Head for the rendezvous point.
I promise we'll be back for you. Just a little longer. I promise.
You can fight all those guys off.
Our military has escaped destruction because of your valiant efforts on the battlefield.
Valiant, we ran
But
away.
our capital, Gracemeria, has been temporarily occupied by Estavakian forces.
That's what I'm saying.
And our central government has been usurped by them as well.
We suck.
The nation of Estavakia had declared war with our country as it simultaneously launched a surprise attack on Gracemeria.
Bitches.
In response, the Republic of Emeria's political council unanimously adopted a resolution of open war against the Federal Republic of Estavakia.
No shit.
Our forces remaining on the Emerian mainland are still fighting in desperation to protect our country. Once our intelligence has been sorted and confirmed, the Republic of Emeria's armed forces must immediately regroup and counterattack against the Federal Republic of Estavakia.
No, I was going to go on
The
vacation.
beautiful country of Emeria belongs to us, and only us, the Emerian people.
Subtle.
Fire and smoke rises from the city before me.
Oh, this chick.
The King's Bridge is gone. Oh no. No! Matilda! I vaguely hear a scream of terror that sounds much like my own voice from afar. I feel as though the Golden King's gentle smile is moving farther away from me.
Oh, for Christ's sake, get this chick a life journal. Seriously?
Every now and then, I tell my daughter the story of the night some years ago. A night when the sky was radiant with shooting stars. That night, your father and I made countless wishes together.
Hint, hint.
An asteroid called Ulysses came into Earth's orbit and disintegrated into millions of pieces, which poured down on the land below.
Somebody had a bad day.
As we watched the shooting stars that night, fragments from the asteroid rained down on our eastern neighbor, Estavakia.
Sucks to be them.
Damaging a great deal of their infrastructure and devastating their economy.
Ow.
Soon after, the news reported that their nation had fallen into a civil war, one that would last for years.
And now I feel like a dick.
Eventually, the internal strife was brought to an end when the generals came into power.
Great.
In the midst of hardship, the citizens of Estavakia were convinced that the only way they could recover as a nation was to rely on a military government led by these generals. Before long, they went so far as to invade our nation, the Republic of Emeria.
I was there, lady.
Our military was forced to retreat to Kessid.
I was there.
An island far to the west.
I am there.
My husband, a fighter pilot, also hasn't come home since.
She was married to a smudge? What? They couldn't show his face for some reason? Or is that supposed to be your character's family?
I walk on.
Oh God, more.
I am unable to think.
Christ.
All I can do is follow the others.
Take some Prozac.
Ever since we came to the twisted remains of my daughter's school bus.
Oh, yeah.
My soul has left me.
Okay, I feel like even more of a dick now.
I am empty. Some of our tanks are parked at the approach to the bridge.
Let's pick up the pace, people! There's a train still running on the other side of the river. She goes all the way out to the edge of the border. We've got to blast this bridge before the enemy gets a hold of it. So move it or lose it, people!
Here I see the wreckage of a jet that was shot down. On what's left of the nose, I can make out some writing. Melissa. It's my name. What a cruel twist of fate for me to see this. My pilot husband, who had left for work that day with the same loving look on his face as always. He had painted my name on his angel.
Oh.
I go into the crowd on the train and endure 2 weeks of pure hell before finally ending up at a refugee camp at the border. I don't know any of the names on the list. My compatriots, who have now become refugees, gather around a single radio to listen to the broadcast. Even though the station is broadcasting out of Gracemeria, occupying forces have taken complete control of the airwaves. The enemy must have completely overtaken our capital, Gracemeria.
God, this is depressing.
The castle and a significant section of the old quarter have escaped relatively unscathed.
Castle's okay.
However, thank God, the announcer went on to say that our castle was robbed of countless antiquities that once were elaborately displayed in our castle. Stripped bare.
As the Estavakian military, it is our sworn duty to govern this crumbling nation and get it back on its feet, starting right here in Gracemeria. I found a group of street children in front of the central station here, where the area has literally been reduced to a slum.
And we're going to execute them live.
What do you have to say about all this?
Go dance to the angels, mister.
What?
My ears were not deceiving me.
She would know. Her ears and her are like this.
My daughter, Matilda.
God. Those cutscenes are fucking depressing. They're nothing like Ace Combat 5's at all. Ace Combat 5's could be, oh look, flight training after the first level. Wow. Ace Combat 5's cutscenes were a lot less depressing. I mean, they could still be like moody sometimes, especially when you were seeing it from the perspective of the photojournalist. One of the characters, he was a major character in Ace Combat 5, and I think he was the framing device for Ace Combat 0. And you know, he likes to like harp on. He's got, you know, really sort of just wax philosophic about anything that comes to his mind, really. It wasn't nearly as moody as this. I mean, wow. Just, oh god, that is depressing. Ace Combat 6 is really just moody and depressing, and it's not even good moody or depressing either. I mean, there's like... They were probably going for more verisimilitude, though I don't know why, because the storylines in Ace Combat are generally crazy anyways, and 6 is no exception at all. Some of the stuff that goes in this game is just batshit crazy. Particularly when you're in the final level, things get really nuts. Although... No, it's not more realistic than any of the other games. Well, more realistic probably than the PlayStation at least. But since 4, it's sort of maintained a steady. The controls are pretty much the same as Ace Combat 5, except for the addition of the Allied Support System, which you use with the directional pad and allows you to basically call fire support from all of your allies on the field who are still alive. But anyways, I think that's all I'm going to record from Ace Combat 6 today. Just a quick little playthrough of the first level, just for fun, and now I'm really fucking depressed by the cutscenes. Let's see. Oh, for Christ's sake!